6:51 back here with your Smart Start before you head out the door here this Wednesday. In breaking headlines, a 9-year-old boy is recovering after he was shot here in Rochester with a pellet gun. That happened a little after 8 p.m. Magnolia Street near Genesee Street. Police say the boy did go to the hospital and was treated and released and sent home. No suspects are in custody. Coming up this morning, the man accused of killing a downtown Rochester doorman is due in court following a hit and run. Last summer, police say Leonel Yaspena was driving drunk the morning of June 14th when he hit Henry Brown on South Union Street. Pena, who has 3 prior DWI convictions, left the scene. Days later, he turned himself in. RPD says Pena had at least a dozen drinks before getting in the car the morning of the crash. He pleaded previously not guilty to vehicular manslaughter, unlicensed operation, and leaving the scene of a deadly crash along with DWI. He's due in court at 9:30 for what's scheduled as a disposition hearing. New this morning, the state attorney general is dropping her criminal probe into the death of refugee Nurul Alam. His death this year was ruled a homicide, and it led to outrage from lawmakers in Western New York and members of that community. Tish James says there's not much else her office can do. Aran Spitzer joins us live to explain why. Aran.
Brennan, Nurul Alam was released from the Erie County Holding Center in February and then taken into custody by Border Patrol. Investigators say he was eventually dropped off by agents at a closed coffee shop, thinking it was close to his home. He was found dead days later, 5 miles away from his house, and his death was ruled a homicide now 5 months after announcing her office was investigating the death of Alam. Tish James has concluded she lacks the authority to prosecute the Border Patrol agents. In a letter sent to Erie County District Attorney Mike Keene, James said the matter falls outside the authority of the Office of Special Investigation, and instead she has directed the Law Enforcement Misconduct Investigative Office to examine whether any systemic issues need to be addressed. She also noted that Keene's office has the ability to prosecute the federal agents involved. The DA's office has not said if it plans to do so. Now, in a statement, the DA's office says its investigation is ongoing and, quote, "We understand the public interest in this case and will provide an update at the appropriate time." But legal analyst Barry Covert says it's an almost impossible case.
You don't know who the agents are. You don't have any names that you can indict. You can't speak with the agents. They're not cooperating. You don't have the circumstances that that refugee was released under. So even though there's certainly a desire to bring justice for him, and he shouldn't have died the way he did, it's very difficult for the district attorney's office to bring any criminal charges.
Now, Covert says he instead expects a civil lawsuit to be brought against U.S. Customs and Border Protection. Brennan.
Ron, thank you. We'll keep following that. Some developing headlines here. The federal government is suing New York to block undocumented immigrants from getting discounts on college tuition as well as financial assistance. The Department of Justice claims the state in doing this discriminates against Americans from other states. The DOJ filed lawsuits against Connecticut and Vermont as well, saying the tuition policies helping these students from all 3 states violates the Constitution. Concerts by the Shore coming back tonight beginning at 7 at Ontario Beach Park. On stage performing this evening, the Dukes, bringing hits covering everything from jazz to pop. If you can't make it out this evening, got 2 more Wednesdays to go for you to enjoy coming up this summer before the series closes and we get back to school. It is Wednesday, so tonight we got the News 8 Backyard Barbecue going as well. The 5 grand prizes, the hot tub, the grill smoker 2.0, retro metal chairs and the table set. Also got some gift cards for you to the likes of the Garden Factory and Tandoori Asphalt and Seal Coating. You can enter for your chance to win. You got these weekly prizes going through August 22nd. You're looking to catch the code word for the bonus entries for the winners. That all starts tonight at 5. And we will see if the team will be outside or inside this afternoon.
Yeah, watching storms that will fire up later today. Those get going once you get to a little bit of afternoon convection. So 1 o'clock is when we'll start to see them go. But a nice view right now outside News 8 studios there. We've got numbers that climb into the upper 70s before those thunderstorms get going, and then slowly dropping back down into the low 60s tonight. A couple of dry days will stack together tomorrow. Friday looks nice, and then Saturday not bad. Better the 2 weekend days there before storms roll back in on Sunday and Monday.
We will see you at 9 o'clock for live. Half an hour, a lot of fun. Second Cup of Sunrise, only on the Rochester First streaming app. CBS Mornings on the way at 7. We're back with more local news and weather at 7:25. Bye.
News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather. Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 on demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.